Is it true that only the female mosquito bites you? You'll find out when one of these three contestants wins the chance to drive home in this brand new Pontiac 6000 STE in just a split second. And now, here's the star of our show, Monty Hall.
Thank you very much. Thank you and welcome to the show. We've been having some wonderful games. The last game that we played was a terrific close encounter in the countdown round, and I hope we have more of that action here today. Incidentally, in answer to the question at the top of the show, it is true, only the female mosquito bites people. Now, I'm not a male lib, or male chauvinist or anything like that, but did you notice that it's only the female that bites? Did you notice that? I don't want any letters. I don't want anything. I just want you to know who does the biting around here, right? I'm more of a hugger and kisser myself. Other people do the biting. This is Split Second. You learn marvelous things about me on this show, don't you? Now let's learn something about our contestants today.
Monty, first we have our returning champion, a lady with a herd of 93 elephant figurines, Jennifer Owen Williams. Next, a DJ whose record library at home stretches from Strauss to the Stranglers, Dean Miller. And on your right, a young lady who is determined to become a screenwriter and director. She is Stephanie Cohen.
Well, Jennifer, you're our champion. You won a marvelously exciting contest yesterday to win out. Didn't get the car, added another $1,000 to your winnings. And now you meet two new people today. Hope to be a champion again today.
Thank you, Monty.
And the best of luck to you. Incidentally, we mentioned the fact that you have 93 elephant figurines.
That's right.
And with the money you've made so far, you could go out and buy about another 93.
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
What is it like when you walk into your house? It's just surrounded with all kinds of elephants, big,
well,
small?
not all kinds. I restrict them to elephants that can stand on tables, so that gives me an upper limit, because, elephants come in any
assorted sizes,
yeah.
yes. Some make you move out of your house. Jennifer, nice to meet you. And Dean, you have a record library, a huge record library, he says. I also heard Sandy say from, from Schubert, did he say?
Strauss.
Strauss to the Stranglers. That's the one that caught me. There is a group called the Stranglers?
Yeah, very good group, actually.
I don't care whether they're good or bad. The names get me. The Stranglers. Who would ever think of a terrible name like the Stranglers?
Oh, but you'll remember it.
Yes, I guess that's the whole point. The whole point is to remember it. Well, I remember it. Not fondly, but I remember it. Stephanie, we're going to find out about you wanting to be a director later on. Let's go into our game. On Split Second, here's the way we play our game. There are three possible answers to each question, and you only give me one answer apiece. If all three of you give me correct answers, it's worth $10 to you. If two of you give me a correct answer, it's worth $25 each. But if only one person gives me a correct answer, it's worth $50 in this first round. You buzz in as soon as you see the question on the screen. Don't buzz in too fast, or we have a lockout device, so you have to just time it perfectly so you goes first. Let's start off with advertising. Here are three company slogans that you've heard and seen in TV commercials for years. The slogans tied in with the company's names, so we've blanked them out. You fill in the blank. Look at the screen. And there they are, and I'm sure you people at home know all of these slogans. Let's see if Dean knows his.
Fly the friendly skies of United.
Right, Stephanie?
You're in good hands with...
Oh, I'm sorry you didn't know that one. Jennifer?
There's more for your life at...
There's more for your life at Sears, and you're in good hands with Allstate. So only Dean knew the slogan. I thought it was going to be an easy one to start with. And Dean gets $50. The girls get nothing. I will show you the names of three cities that have always held a bit of romance and mystery and intrigue. Pick one and tell me on what continent is it located. Look at the screen. They are Timbuktu and Khartoum and Baghdad. Dean?
Timbuktu, Africa.
That is correct. It's in central Mali. Jennifer?
Khartoum, Africa.
You just got it in under the wire. That's right. It's the capital of Sudan. And Stephanie?
Baghdad, Asia.
That's right. It's the capital of Iraq. So now all three of you get $10 apiece, and you're all on the scoreboard. When you see ology at the end of a word, O-L-O-G-Y, you know it means the study of. For instance, meteorology is the study of weather. Now tell me what these ologies are the study of. Look at the screen. Jennifer?
Theology, the study of scripture, religion.
That's correct. Dean?
Ichthyology, fish.
That is right. Stephanie?
And maps?
Sorry?
Maps?
No. The graphology is a study of handwriting. And you don't get any points in that one. Jennifer and Dean do. They get $25 apiece. Dean has the lead. Jennifer second, Stephanie trails. You know, the movie A Star is Born was made 3 times with different stars playing the leading roles each time. I'll name the male star of each version of A Star is Born. You name the female star. Look at the screen. There was one in 37, one in 54, one in 76. I've seen them all. Dean.
54, Judy Garland.
James Mason and Judy Garland, that is correct. Jennifer?
76, Barbara Streisand.
Chris Christopherson and Barbara Streisand. They left you the tough one, Stephanie, the one back in 37.
I don't know.
Frederick March and Janet Gaynor. Janet Gaynor, who won, I think, one of the first Academy Awards for Seventh Heaven. But what a terrific version of Star is Born that was. That's the one I saw as a little kid, and boy, it really got me. So Jennifer and Dean, you each score $25, and Dean has 110, Jennifer 60, Stephanie has only 10. Among the sights to see when you go traveling throughout the world are the great parks. I'll identify 3 world-famous parks. Pick one and name it. Name the park. Look at the screen. Speaker's Corner, Old Faithful, an amusement park in Copenhagen. Dean.
Copenhagen is Tivoli.
The Tivoli Gardens. It's Copenhagen or Copenhagen. Do you know which is the right pronunciation? Either one, I guess, huh? Or either one.
Whichever's easier.
You didn't notice the little joke there. I said either. But Jennifer?
Speaker's Corner, Hyde Park.
That's right. And Stephanie?
Old Faithful's Yellowstone.
That is correct. Each of you get $10. GPM. GPM is the abbreviated form of gallons per minute. I'll give you 3 other abbreviated forms that include the word minute. Tell me what it stands for. FPM, RPM, WPM. Jennifer?
RPM, revolutions per minute.
Right. Dean?
WPM, words per minute.
Right. Stephanie?
FPM, frames per minute.
Feet per minute. Feet. Stephanie, you can't score on that one. Jennifer and Dean do, and they're pulling away from you. Dean has 145, Jennifer 95, Stephanie only 20. Rod Stewart, the raspy-voiced legend of the 70s rock and roll, is still going strong. I'll give you part of the titles of 3 of his big hits. You pick one and complete it. Look at the screen. Some guys have Do You Think and Maggie. Dean.
Do you think I'm sexy?
Turn to Stephanie. Don't ask me. That is correct. And Jennifer.
Maggie May.
Maggie May is right. Stephanie.
Some guys have all the luck.
That's right, especially sitting between 2 ladies. All right, you get $10 apiece. Certain breeds of dog are known for their abilities to herd other animals. Others are known for the ability to hunt. I'll give you 3 breeds of dogs. Pick one and tell me if they're known as herders or hunters. Look at the screen. The Collie, the Old English Sheepdog, and the Beagle. Dean?
Beagle is a hunter.
Beagle is a hunter. Jennifer?
Old English Sheepdog is a herder.
A herder. And Stephanie, the Collie?
Collie's a herder.
Collie's a herder, $10 apiece. There's a sound signifying that we come to the end of the first round, and Dean is in the lead. Jennifer is second, Stephanie third. The next round is played for double the stakes. We'll be right back. Talked to Jennifer and Dean. Now let's find out something about Stephanie. I heard at the beginning that you wanted to be a director. Is that a film director, Stephanie?
That's right.
Have you had any experience?
I just made my first film, and I really want to pursue that. And
Do you have any hero in mind, anybody you'd like to follow in lady directors?
there's a few of them, but I really don't know exactly what I want to do. I want to be successful at what I want to do.
Well, just do as well as they did, and you will be. Stephanie, Dean, and, of course, our champion, Jennifer. And now we go into our second round where we double the stakes. This time, when 3 of you are correctly answering a question, it's $20 apiece. If only 2 of you do it, it's $50. If only 1 of you do it, it's $100. Are you ready? Here we go. The Beatles, Donovan, and John Denver have all brought sunshine into our lives with music. I'll give you 3 songs with sunshine in the title. Pick one and tell me who sang it. Look at the screen. Stephanie, you're first in.
Sunshine on My Shoulders is John Denver.
That is correct. Jennifer?
Sunshine Superman is Donovan.
That's right. And Dean?
Good Day Sunshine, the Beatles.
Well, all 3 of you score well in that music department, and we'll get $20 apiece. Roman numerals have been in constant use for well over 1,000 years. Right now, I want you to give me the numbers we use today for these Roman numerals. Look at the screen. This should be an easy one for you. Stephanie?
MM is 2000.
Correct. Jennifer?
DC is 600.
Yes. Dean?
And LX is 60.
Correct. You know your Roman numerals, and you get, in our language, $20 each. So, are you ready? We just gave you XX, I guess, did we? Ronald Reagan was a film star long before he became President of the United States. Here are the titles of 3 of his movies with the last word missing. Pick a title of a Ronald Reagan movie, fill in the last word. There are the movies: Bedtime, Hellcat, The Girl From, and Dean.
Hellcats of the Navy.
Yes, Jennifer.
Bedtime for Bonzo.
Right, Stephanie.
I
Girl
don't know.
from Jones. Well, you could only take one guess, and you knew something about the beaches in the East Coast. It's the Girl from Jones Beach on Long Island. Dean and Jennifer get $50 each, and now Dean has the lead. Jennifer second, Stephanie is still third. If you're planning on taking a cruise, you better brush up on your nautical terms. Let's start now. Here are 3 nautical terms. You pick one and tell me if it refers to the left, the right, the front, or the back of a ship. Look at the screen. There's the fantail, the port, and the forecastle. Jennifer.
Port is left.
Port is left. Dean.
Fantail is back.
Right, Stephanie. Forecastle.
Left.
No, it's up front. And you don't get any points again. Dean and Jennifer get all the money, $50 for each. Although some other countries differ, in the United States, France, and Canada, there are 6 zeros in a million. How many zeros are there in the following numerals? Take a look. How many zeros in billion, trillion, quadrillion? Jennifer?
In a billion, 7.
No, there are not 7 zeros in a billion. Stephanie?
A billion 9.
A billion is 9, right. Dean, how many zeros in a trillion or a quadrillion?
In a trillion, 12.
That is correct. In a quadrillion, there'd be 15, so Dean and Stephanie get $50 each. Tuscany is a well-known tourist region in Italy. I'll give you 3 other well-known regions in Europe that tourists love to visit. Pick one, tell me what country you'd find it in. Look at the screen. Bavaria, and Alsace, and the Peloponnese. Dean?
Alsace is in France.
Correct. Jennifer?
Bavaria is in West Germany.
That's right. Stephanie? The Peloponnese?
Greece.
That's right. Each of you get $20. Certain famous makers of automobiles that made their mark in auto history are no longer being made. Certain famous makes of automobiles are no longer made. I'll identify 3 of these makes. You name the cars. Look at the screen. There was one that named after Henry Ford's son, one after R.E. Olds, and one after Henry Kaiser. Stephanie?
Named after Olds Edsel.
No, I'm sorry. Dean?
Named after Henry Ford's son, Edsel.
That's right, Edsel Ford. And Jennifer?
Named after Olds, the Oldsmobile.
No, after Olds was the Rio. And named after Henry Kaiser was the Kaiser Fraser. And so Dean picks up the $100 and has a commanding lead. Love makes the world go round, even in the comics. Here are 3 comic strip bachelors who've been romancing their beautiful girlfriends for years. Pick a guy and name his girlfriend. Look at the screen. Flash Gordon, Superman, and Donald Duck. Stephanie?
Superman Lois Lane.
Yes. Jennifer?
Donald Duck, God.
Sorry. Dean?
Donald Duck is Minnie Duck?
No. it's Minnie Mouse. You've got your foul all mixed up. So I register a foul against you, sir. Donald Duck's was Daisy Duck or Donna Duck, and Flash Gordon's was Dale Arden. Stephanie, you got a whole $100 all to yourself, and that's the way to make a comeback. The term penalty shot is associated with hockey. Now I'll give you 3 other types of shots in sports. You tell me the sport is associated with. Look at the screen. There is a gutter shot, a shank shot, a foul shot. Stephanie?
Gutter shot bowling.
Yes. Dean?
Foul shot basketball?
Yes. Jennifer?
Shank shot football.
No, you should. Well, listen. I'm going to count you right, and I'll tell you why. In football, when a man goes to make a field goal and he goes off the side of his foot, it's called a shank. So I'm going to give it to you. It was golf I had in mind, but I do accept shank. You each get $20 for that one. Too many times I've seen football players shank the ball when they're kicking it. Television anchormen have brought the news into our homes since television began. I'll give you some facts about 3 TV anchormen. Pick one and name the anchorman. Look at the screen. There is Chet Huntley's partner, the man who went from the Today Show to anchor, and the man who replaced Cronkite. Stephanie?
Brinkley for Chet Huntley's partner.
That is right. Jennifer?
From Today Show to NBC anchor, Brokaw.
Just in time. Brokaw is right. And Dean?
And replace Cronkite as Rather.
All 3 of you right. All 3 of you get $20. The area in Asia that once was known as Indochina comprised 3 nations. Tell me yes or no if each one of these countries was a part of Indochina. Look at the screen. Laos, Thailand, and Vietnam. Stephanie?
Thailand, no.
Thailand is no. Jennifer?
Vietnam, yes.
Vietnam, yes. Dean?
Laos, yes.
Laos, yes. You know your geography and your history, and you each get $20 for that one. Mahatma, Indira, and Rajiv are 3 great Gandhis who have effected great change in India. I'll give you 3 Gandhi facts. Pick one and tell me which Gandhi it applies to. Look at the screen. One spent some time in jail. One was assassinated by Brahmin. Another assassinated by Sikhs. Dean.
Assassinated by a Brahmin was Mahatma.
That is right. Stephanie.
Assassinated by Sikhs in India.
That is right. Jennifer?
Spent a total of 7 years in jail, Mahatma.
Yes, that is correct. All 3 of you again are correct and get $20 apiece. At the end of the second round in this good match, Dean has the big lead, and Jennifer just nosed out Stephanie for second place, which means something when we go into the countdown round in just a minute. Well, this is the countdown round, which determines who goes for the car. The questions are just as before, but with this little change. This time when you buzz in, you can give me 1, 2, or all 3 answers to the question. That allows somebody to come from behind. And that's what you're going to have to do, Stephanie, in this round, because we have a little handicap race. The number of questions that you have to answer determine who was the leader when we went into this countdown round. Dean was the leader with the most money. He has to answer 4 questions. Jennifer was second. She has to answer 5. And Stephanie, you have to answer 6. Every time you give me a right answer, you count down 1. The first to 0 will win the game and have a chance at that car. So here we go. The Panama Canal is in Panama, and the St. Lawrence Canal is in Canada. But in what countries will you find these major canals? Look at the screen. The Suez, the Kiel, and the Corinth. Dean.
The Suez Canal is in Arabia.
I'm sorry, that is not right. Jennifer?
The Suez is in Egypt.
That's right, you may continue.
The Kiel is in Germany.
That's right, you may continue.
The Corinth in Greece.
Yes, you got all 3, and you're down to just 2 now to win your second championship. You need 2, Dean needs 4, Stephanie needs 6. Name the writer who created these famous fictional detectives. Look at the screen. Mike Hammer, Sam Spade, and Inspector Maigret. And Stephanie.
Sam Spade is Dashiell Hammett.
That's right, continue.
Mike Hammer is Raymond Chandler.
No, that's not right. Dean.
Inspector McGray is...
No, he left 2 open for Jennifer.
Inspector Maigret is George Simenon.
That is right. 1 more, and you got another win.
Mike Hammer is...
Sorry you didn't get it in time, but you're down to 1. Dean needs 4, Stephanie needs 5. Mickey Spillane is the one you were looking for. Through the years, the Oscar for the best movie has gone to several films with the title of just 1 word that names the main character in the movie. I'll give you the year and the star who played the title role. Give me the 1-word name of the Oscar-winning movie. There's the screen. Stephanie's in first.
1958 is Gigi.
Gigi is right for Leslie Caron.
1955 is Marty.
For Ernest Borgnine, that's right. Continue.
And 1948 is Hamlet.
That's right. You got all 3. Now then, let's take a look and see what we've got here. Jennifer needs 1, Stephanie needs 2, Dean needs 4. The man who is leading is trailing right now. Magazines are big business in this country and around the world. I'll give you the names of 3 people who are associated with the current success of 3 major magazines. I'll give you the person, you name the magazine. Take a look at the screen. Now, Stephanie, you're in first. You need 2 to win.
Hugh Hefner is Playboy.
Yes, 1 more.
And Gloria Steinem is Ms.
You've got yourself a championship. The other one was Helen Gurley Brown for Cosmopolitan. Well, that's the first time in a long time that somebody came from last place to win. Stephanie came from absolute last place, trailed these 2 by a wide margin. Dean had a lot of money going in, but he's going to have to be content with $555. Dean, buy a lot of records for your record collection.
Thank you very much.
A wonderful champion was Jennifer. Hate to see you go. You picked up $355 more, and you leave us with $1,750.
Terrific.
And you came close to winning another championship today, Jennifer. It was a delight having you. Now, there you are, Stephanie. The countdown round turned it all the way around for you. Come with me, and let's see if your luck will continue and whether you'll pick yourself up a new automobile. Stephanie wants to win this car. Sandy, describe it.
It is the elegant Pontiac 6000 STE, featuring a powerful 2.8-liter fuel-injected V6 engine, plus all the other power features that are standard on the Pontiac 6000 STE.
All right, Stephanie, you're a first-time winner, which means that you're going to select 1 of 5 screens. There they are, the split-second screens. Behind one of them, it says car. The other 4 say money. Your choice. You get the right one, you drive home in a car.
Number 4.
Number 4 is the one she wants. So let's take a look around and take a look at what's behind number 4. It turns around and it says $1,000 in cash. $1,000. Lori, where was the car heading today? The car was behind number 1. Number 1, turn around and show us that the car was there. So you add $1,000 to your winnings. You now have $1,330. You come back on the next show. You meet 2 brand new players. If you win the second show, there'll only be 4 screens to choose from. Let's see if you can do it. You made a great comeback today, Stephanie.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome. We'll come back to our next show and see if Stephanie can be a 2-time champion and see what happens on Split Second. Thank you for joining us. Please come around next time at the same time on your station for Split Second. Bye-bye, everybody.
Split Second is a Stephen Haydas Monty Hall production.